Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Esther Massey. Today I will tell you the summary of the lesson Ishwaran the Storyteller by R.K. Laxman. Ishwaran's story was told to Ganesh by Mahendra, who worked as a junior supervisor at different construction sites. As Mahendra was unmarried, he was able to live in the temporary shelter provided by the construction company. Ishwaran accompanied Mahendra wherever he went. He was an advantage to him as he provided him company, cooked food for him, and even washed his clothes. Mahendra says that Ishwaran would gather all the things required to prepare a meal within no time. Every morning, Mahendra would get ready, eat his breakfast, take his lunch along, and go for his work. In the meantime, Ishwaran would clean the living place, wash the clothes, take a bath, eat his lunch, read his favorite Tamil storybook, and take a nap. In the evening, Ishwaran would entertain Mahinder with his stories. He had the art of storytelling as he would use his body gestures, facial expression, and voice modulation in order to bring his character to life. Even though the stories seemed untrue, Ishwaran narrated them in such a unique way that Mahinder listened to him with very curiosity. Ishwaran would start a story with an introduction. He would lay the background of the character followed by the story. He described a simple incident in such a detail along with action that it would create suspense in the listener's mind. Once, he told Mahinder the story of an elephant that had escaped from the jungle and entered the town. The beast reached Ishwaran's school. As it destroyed the school property, all the students locked themselves up in the classroom. At that time, Ishwaran was studying in one of the junior classes. He was watching the incident from the rooftop. He took a stick from the teacher and came downstairs in the ground. He walked towards the elephant as it threatened to attack him. Ishwaran was not scared of it. He gathered all his strength and hit the elephant on its toenail quickly. This attack stunned the elephant. It fainted and fell on the ground. He did not complete the story and said that he was getting late for the dinner. He went to get the dinner, but Mahinder was curious to know what happened next. As Ishwaran did not continue with the story, Mahinder had to remind him that the ending was pending. Then Ishwaran said that a veterinary doctor was called. He brought the elephant back to conscious, and after 2 days, a Mahat was called and took the elephant back to the jungle. Mahinder asked Ishwaran that how he managed to overpower the huge beast. Ishwaran replied that he used the technique of a Japanese martial art, which was either karate or jutsu. He had read about it somewhere. That martial art was able to make a person unconscious by paralyzing the nervous system. Every day, Ishwaran would narrate one or the other story which was entertaining for him and fulfill the absence of a television in the living quarter. One morning, Ishwaran asked permission to cook a special dinner as it was the day when they cooked meal for the dead elders of the family. That evening, Mahinder enjoyed a tasty meal and complimented Ishwaran on his cooking skills. As Mahinder was relaxing after the meal, to his dislike, Ishwaran started narrating a story related to ghosts and supernatural powers. He said that the factory area where they lived was earlier a burial ground. On the first day, he had seen a human skull lying around. He added that he was not afraid of ghosts and saw many bones and skulls. On a full moon night, he saw an ugly ghost of a woman who had a shrunken face, matted hair, and held an unborn baby in its arm. Mahinder was very uneasy and scolded Ishwaran for talking nonsense. He said that ghosts did not exist and ordered him to get himself examined as he thought that he had gone mad. Since that day, Mahinder felt uneasy and would peep out of the window in order to check the presence of any ghost around. One night, Mahinder woke up from his sleep and he heard someone crying. At first, he thought that it was a cat looking for a mice. As the sound became more harsh and deep, Mahinder could not ignore it and gave into the desire of peeping out of the window. As he looked out, he saw the white moonlight and a dark shadow holding a bundle in its arms. As he saw the ghost, he started sweating, breathing heavily, and fell back on the bed. After some time, Mahinder thought that probably his subconscious mind was playing a trick on him, and actually there was no ghost. He got ready the next morning and had forgotten the incident of the previous night. Ishwaran greeted him and gave him his lunch bag. He said that a few days ago Mahinder had scolded him for discussing the ghost, but last night he saw it himself. Ishwaran had heard Mahinder's crying at night. It was confirmed that Mahinder had seen the ghost and the previous night, and it was not a trick played on him on his mind. Once again, Mahinder was frightened. He left in a hurry and resigned from the job. He could not live at a haunted place for a single day. Students, I hope you all have understood the story. Thanks for watching.